What's going on, everybody? Check it out. We're back doing more work on the Chevy II. Today, we're going to sort out the, or attempt to sort out the steering situation on the outside of the firewall. But first, I got to get rid of some junk up here so that we have room to figure out what we're going to do with our bracket, as well as do some sheet metal repair work on the firewall, get that cleaned up. And hopefully by the end of the day, we'll be able to connect the steering column with steering gearbox right down there, yank the wheel back and forth, and have the wheels on the outside go whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, oh my Lord, watch me sway, darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river, I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river. Oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, saying, oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, water me clean, kerosene creek. Mama taught me how to live, Daddy taught me how to give. Both of them had their own sins. Down to the river, every man has felt the shame. All our blood, it runs the same. Father, hear us as we pray. Down to the river, down to the river. Sing, oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, singing, oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, far beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, watching me think, kerosene creek. Oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, fire.
Got it.
Oh, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, sing, oh, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, oh, fire beneath, oh, oh, fire and water me, watching me think, kerosene creek, yeah. Oh, kerosene creek, down to the river, yeah.
Do you want to see my work line?
Work line, huh?
I got a work line.
Show it to me.
Well, bam!
Ooh, there's some leg.
Down to
You almost
the
can't. Oh, there. Now you can really see it. Now that it's in the sun. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we got a little carried away. Originally, the plan was just to get a few things out of the way so I could work on bracing the bottom of the steering column, and started to move a few things, and which led to moving everything off the firewall, because why not? We were already there, and it really wasn't that much. And then she wanted to play
I
with...
wanted power tools.
She wanted to play with power tools. So we went ahead and did a rough clean on the firewall to see just how much work we got cut out for us. Okay, so here's what we got. This hole, which you may not have noticed before until I knocked it out, that is where the blower motor goes for the heater box. It was filled with body filler. So we're gonna shave that completely. We'll do a weld patch in there and make that go away. These are the heater core, where the heater core lines go, so we'll make those go away, as well as all these little small holes for mounting stuff up. Those are also all going to go away, to include that one. We'll end up making new holes appropriate for however I end up doing the wiring once we get to that stage. I don't know what that guy is or why it's there, but we're going to make it go away. Same with this one here and that one there. And then there's multiple holes down here. That one and that one have no purpose. Those will go away. This we're going to flatten back out. This is where our gas pedal goes. So we're going to flatten that out, reinforce that, because as you can see, it's a bit deformed. And that's from mashing on the gas pedal and it deforming the firewall, because the only thing that holds the gas pedal in place is this sheet metal firewall. So we'll actually plate that and make it a little more stout so that our pedal is good and stiff. This hole right here, for what we're doing, serves no purpose, so we're going to get rid of that. Like I said, we'll end up making new holes as needed for whatever we need to run into the engine bay. And this right here is where the windshield wiper motor originally was. Again, that was all filled with body filler. We cleared that out of there. That'll get a proper patch and sealed up and shaved and gone, because even though we are doing a drag and drive car with this, it's not going to have windshield wipers. We're not going to bother with that. That's what the Rain-X is for. And then over here, this was where the factory wiring box or wiring harness came off the firewall, and right on the inside would have been the factory fuse block with all the glass bus fuses. That's also gone at this point, so we'll shave that, make it go away. And then this weird cutout here for where the brake master cylinder goes, I believe the reason it has this dropout, which all of them had just in the standard stamping, was in case it had power brakes, maybe, I don't know. But for whatever the case, we don't need it. We only need this hole right here and these two holes to mount our booster to. So we'll end up shaving that properly. It had a patch panel just kind of, well, let's see if I can peel some of it off. I can't get a hold of it from this side. But whatever the case, you can kind of see it right there on that edge. It was just kind of, oh, there we go, glued in there. So we'll weld the patch panel in there, fix this guy all up. Basically, we're going to clean up the entire firewall. So get rid of everything that's not needed on the firewall, and even get rid of a few of the things that we might have been able to make use of, some of the holes where wiring is going to be, because starting with a clean slate will allow me to just do it the way I want it to be done. Do bulkhead wire connectors so we can have a modular wiring harness. The whole works. That part will be time consuming when we get to it and tedious, but at least we'll have a nice clean slate to work with. In the meantime, what we do need to get back to finishing is coming up with a plan for the steering column. So I'm going to ponder exactly what I want to do with that, and then I'll get back with you on whatever I come up with. We'll see if I can come up with something decent. And you're going to post on our social media?
I guess.
You guess?
Yeah.
All right. Come a little bit closer right here and look. Where the blower motor for the AC HVAC system in this car would have been originally was right here. And what they did from the factory is they basically cut a hole and then punched it out and rolled this edge out. Since we're not putting the blower motor back in this car, I'm going to shave this hole and make it go away. But instead of just taking a piece of plate and welding it and covering it, which would still have the weird little bump out, I'm actually going to roll this edge all the way down and then make a piece that fits in there. Now, with a curved edge like this, as you start to roll it down, if you just take, you know, something like an adjustable wrench and you grab it on the edge, you can start to roll it down pretty decent. And this is your first step. But what will actually end up happening if you just start doing that right out of the gate, because this is radiused or round, as you roll it down, it's going to start to create little buckles in it. So what I've done is I've taken my grinder and I've thrown it on the floor. Probably broke my, broke my cutting wheel. That's okay. That one was about done anyway. But basically I put little pie cuts in it, about one every inch or so, which may or may not be enough. I may have to pie cut it even smaller. We'll see as I start rolling it down. But after you get a few of them rolled down, go ahead and roll these edges over. And again, this part right here is a little close to your body tag if you still have it on a Chevy II, so try not to beat up your body tag. This especially if you want to be able to get your passive VIN inspection anywhere. That tag's kind of important. So just real easy to just roll these over. You don't need a ton of force. Just start rolling them in. Okay, so that one's going to need another cut in it. So if you look close, try and come in where you can see it. Right here, you can see how this is starting to buckle up a little bit. And even if I try and roll that one spot down, it's still got a nice wave in it. That means there's too much material as it comes around, so it needs a little pie cut for me to flatten that out. But once I get these started, where they're kind of rolled a little bit like that, do one more right here real quick. I get them pulled down that direction. And then I take hammer and dolly and I just put this in behind it. And you don't need a lot of force, but switch it and use the flatter side. And you just slowly work them down, and you can see that this is starting to flatten out right here, and the gaps where I had little pie cuts in there are starting to close up, and that's that metal folding down closer to itself so it doesn't get that little wrinkly buckle in there. So this will probably take me another 20-30 minutes to get this all flattened out, and once it is flattened out, then we'll be able to do a template for our fill piece that'll go there and have one less hole in the firewall. Okay, so some of the patchwork on the firewall is done. Not all of it, because we're running out of time today. But let's find out if the steering column, if the plan for supporting the steering column is going to work. First thing I do is get this thing bolted back up under here, which is kind of a pain, but you know, it is what it is.
You gonna tell everybody what you did?
Not yet, because this part's going to get trimmed. Okay, so this is now back kind of where it goes. It's actually going to clamp all the way up to here, but for the sake of what we need right now, it's in there. The wife, on the other hand, is insisting that I inform you of what I did while we weren't filming, because she was off doing wifey stuff and I was working, so I didn't film it. But here's what we got. All right, we've got patchwork. As you can see, I was doing welding here on the firewall. Well, there's a lot of crud on the inside of this firewall, yuck, and some of that, you know, stuff I was telling you about from patch panels having been basically glued on there. Yeah, I kind of caught it on fire a couple of times. No big deal, as long as you pay attention. Just know that when you're welding and it looks clean here, it doesn't mean it's clean on the other side. It could catch fire on the other side, so pay attention to what you're doing. Anyway, are you happy? I told him I caught the car on fire. I put it out. We didn't burn it down. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm happy.
It's all good. So, steering column's hanging out here. We may have to adjust the position of it a little bit, but I'm thinking this piece, which will go on down here. Of course, I didn't loosen it enough. Come on. There it goes. I'll go on something like that. We'll have to do a little bit of fiddling around with how this will go to get those flat, but that'll end up, once we get the firewall finished up, we'll flush that out, get these brackets sorted, and that'll support the bottom end of our steering column and make everything all good and sturdy. I think it's going to work. Still a lot to figure out there, but that'll support our steering column, and it'll be all locked up there. Then we'll be able to put the shaft in right here. Unfortunately today, like I said, we're about out of time because the wife made dinner plans with some fellow YouTubers, friends of ours, and which means I gotta go clean up and go to dinner. So this is where we're gonna leave it. Next time I get with you, we're gonna finish fixing up the firewall and see if we can't finish getting that sorted out. It's going to be a busy week. The weather's supposed to be great all week, so I'll probably be out here after work throwing patch panels in all over the place, see if we can't catch this thing on fire once or twice more before we get done fixing up the firewall, and that'll do it. Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Did you get all the dirt off your legs?
Kinda.
Kinda?
Yeah.
Got rid of your work lines?
My work lines? Yeah.
Your work lines?
Yeah. I got rid of my work lines.
All right. That's it for us today. We'll
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
man, you missed it on the cue on that one. Oh hey, one more thing. If you're digging gasser stuff and you like that type of thing, there's another YouTube channel you should really check out. It's called the BucketList Mob. These guys are kicking butt, living the gasser lifestyle. So go check them out on YouTube. That's a BucketList Mob. I'll put a link down to their channel down below. They're pretty cool dudes, and they got some badass gassers. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one.